What's good, YouTube? So I had a guest do a no-show yesterday, and this is the first time this has happened to me, where a guest does not show up for their trip, and I really didn't know what to do. The trip was supposed to start last night at 9:30 p.m., and I messaged them saying like, can you submit your license so I can get the trip started? And I wasn't getting no response, so I waited till like 11 p.m. and I was like, bro, this guest, I'm gonna have to cancel this trip because the guest is not responding to me, and I just passed out. Like, I woke up next morning and I was still trying to figure out what to do. You know what I'm saying? There was one time where a guest had like disappeared with my car. They weren't responding back to me. They weren't, like, you know what I'm saying, send me a message. And it turns out, bro, like the person actually got arrested. And like a couple days later, they messaged me, but I'm like, started thinking like this person probably got arrested too. Not to judge or anything, but like that was the only time where a guest never responded back to me. So I messaged her through text, and it's nice that Turo, like, you know what I'm saying, gives you the number for your guest, so that way, you know what I'm saying, you can text them or anything like that. And I still wasn't getting no response. So today I was actually like, all right, cool, I'm gonna try to contact Toro and see what they can do. So I cleaned up the car, did a car wash, you know what I'm saying, cleaned up the inside. I got it all ready, and bro, guests didn't show up, so now I gotta try to contact Toro and see what they're gonna do. So this was a 5-day trip. I was supposed to make $130, and since the guests did not show up, I honestly don't even know how much I'm gonna be making. But the guest did end up messaging me back through her number. She hit me up this morning around like 11. She was saying like she had canceled the trip, and I was like, oh, it still shows that it's booked on my side. That it's telling me to start the check-in process, and I was showing her like proof and everything like that, and then she was like, nah, she canceled it. She went online and canceled it, and she will not be flying to town. And I was like, I didn't really respond yet, but because I don't know what to do. But I'm about to go on Toro to see what I gotta do next. All right, so it was a 5-day trip, $170 minus 3-day discount, and Toro fees $32.64, and I was supposed to get paid $130.56. And the guys are saying they canceled it, but on my side it shows I'm still getting paid, and the trip had already started. So as you guys can see right there, it says this trip ends in 4 days and 4 hours, which means the trip has already begun, and it's basically like saying that the cars out there. So I'm gonna go on the get help, and once I clicked on get help, send me here. I could call customer support 24/7 support and roadside assistance. I don't know if that's the roadside assistance team, but let's read what they say. How do I coordinate the key handoff? What if my guest is late? How do I get reimbursed for accidentals? A few other support articles. I'll click on that one. All right, so once I clicked on that article, it asks if it's guest or host. Let's go on host. There's a lot of options. I don't need help with pricing my vehicle, getting started, settings and options, managing bookings and trips. I think will be under here. Managing bookings and trips, getting paid, managing your vehicle listing, we're missing earnings, charging your guests for tickets. Let's stay on this right here. Manage bookings and trips. Confirming a license, no checking in a guest and checking out vehicle spots. Requests to extend or shorten a trip. Additional drivers on a trip. Reporting a late return. Request for changes to a trip. It doesn't say anything about a guest not showing up. That's what I'm looking for. Messaging your guests, reporting a guest for speeding, technology for remote vehicle access, managing scheduled messages, trip photos, guide, host, view car sharing agreement, pre-trip inspections, and becoming a co-host. Doesn't say anything about, a guest not showing up. Let's go to the canceling trips, guest no-shows. There we go. Let's click on that. All right, so guest no-shows. Let's find out what to do. If your guest doesn't show up for a book trip that's scheduled, you must message them and wait a set amount of time before reporting them as a no-show. Report all guest no-shows within 72 hours of the scheduled trip. 72 hours. It's been less than that. Guest doesn't arrive at the scheduled start time. It's a lot of reading. That's a lot of reading, so I'm gonna read this real quick and find out what to do. All right, so the one at the top was basically saying that the guest has 2 hours to arrive to the trip, and if it's past those 2 hours, you can basically do a guest no-show, file the guest no-show, report it as a guest no-show. And so to contact customer support for guest no-shows, here's the US one, Australia, Canada, France, UK. I'm in the US, so I gotta contact this number. And then let's go over the earnings, because I'm like, all right, cool, I was supposed to make $130 on this trip, but since the guests didn't show up, let's see how much we'll be making. All right, earnings for no-show trips. If you follow the reporting guidelines above, we'll cancel the trip and issue partial earnings based on the trip type and scheduled duration. We won't pay any earnings if you report a guest no-show without having followed the guidelines, or if you fail to report a no-show within 72 hours of the scheduled trip start time. Trips 2 days or shorter, your share of 75% of 1 day's average trip price based on the protection plan you chose. Trips longer than 2 days, your share of 2 days average trip price based on the protection plan you chose. Half of any delivery fee regardless of trip length. So it looks like we will be getting paid for at least 2 days. It was a 5-day trip, and I'll be making probably like, I don't know, I'm not sure how much I'll be making, but but the lady said she had already canceled the trip, but on my side it still shows the trip is still booked. So yeah, I'm gonna give them a call and see what they say. All right, guys, so that was really easy and really smooth. The process of that was actually way easier than I thought. I just called a number, and it took like less than 10 minutes. After I called that number, the lady said, looks like the trip was canceled and you'll be getting paid $54.40, which is still nice because my car is still here, and I still got paid out since the trip, I guess, was canceled late, and hopefully I can get another booking within this week. But yeah, that's what ends up happening when a guest cancels their trip like last minute. If you guys like this video, man, hit that like button, subscribe. I'm catch you guys in the next one. Peace.